Hello stars, welcome to another Modern Masters draft. Not too much time here. I would say Seal of Doom or Boros Reckoner are the front runners of this pack. I'm going to take the Reckoner for once. It's a rare and it's fairly strong and it leads to a decent deck, so I think it's a decent first pick. We might not play it, but I mean we could at least try. Okay, interesting. One of the best signets. Primal Command, which is a fairly strong green card, and a Terminate, which goes somewhat decent with our first pick. Also, just a very strong card in general. Primal Command. Primal Command is the strongest card for sure. What did they take? They took a foil, I think. So do we take Primal Command or do we take Terminate or do we take the Signet? I don't think it's Signet here. Terminate goes somewhat well with this, but I guess you really want to be green-white, or red-white, sorry. I think I'm gonna take the Primal Command. I mean, obviously they don't go together at all, but Primal Command is way stronger than the other cards. Alright, so green cards we have a web and that's it. Blue cards, decent, I wouldn't mind them. I think I'm going to take the Trumpeter. It is the best card, it goes with the Reckoner. Yeah, Trumpeter is sweet. Now we can take an Outrage and hope to wheel Sky Knight Legionnaire. I think I'm gonna take Outrage because removal is so scarce. Legionnaire would be awesome if it wheeled, or a Battle Rattle Shaman. Even Core Skyfishers could be sweet, so even Burning Tree would be a decent pickup. Okay, interesting. We could take Gore Clan and go into Naya. We can hope to wheel a Burning Tree. Or we can take like a Gilgate, I don't really like that. Or we can take a Torch Runner, but I don't think this is the deck for it. Gonna take Gore Clan. Highest upside for sure. And then we will see. I'm gonna take the Ruble Belt Maka. Decent card. You would usually use it as a Blood Rush card, but there are times where you end up playing it. Alright, so we could take a Sylvan Ranger to fix our mana. Maybe it's Splash White. Or we can take a Slaughterhorn and kinda go into green-red instead, and maybe or maybe not play these. Or we can take a Ruble Belt Maka or a Deathhood Cobra. I think, given what I have, I think I'm gonna take the Slaughterhorn and see where we end up. Another Slaughterhorn or a Dynacharge could be a thing. We usually end up with a bunch of creatures. This is not my type of deck, but if it's what's open, then that's what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna take another Slaughterhorn. Interesting. We got a Youthful Knight, which is okay. Arachnus Web, which is also okay. And I guess the Scourge Devil. I'm gonna take the Web here. It gives us 2 clean removal spells and 1 somewhat removal spellish. We could potentially play Primal Command now. And I guess technically we could play Boros Reckoner, but starting off with Mountain doesn't seem very strong. I'm gonna take the Shaman. I kinda like these. 1 or 2 in the deck usually ends up being pretty good. So let's see, spells, and you're a spell too. Gore Clan obviously also could be a spell. Interesting, we could take a sideboard card, another Rattle Shaman, or another Web. I don't think the Web is amazing, but on the other hand, does kill a lot of stuff. I'm gonna take the creature for now. And the Legionnaire. I still think we're gonna be Naya, so I think Legionnaire is better. I don't want a third Shaman, and Skyfisher doesn't really combo with what we have. Strength in numbers would be okay, I guess. Fists of Ironwood. Oh, maybe. And Instincts over Torch Runner and Lost Pick Maka. Well, green-red is certainly open. Not sure if we're gonna play... Oh, Voice? Is Voice worth anything? Just let me check. I'm not sure. It is a mythic after all. And Mike Online, move. There we go. Buying 9 to 10 tickets, that's easily worth it. I would definitely take a Gore Clan here if this was like a Pro Tour or something, but it is not, so I'm gonna take the tickets. Now we will probably take the Burning Tree. Neither of the other ones will, which is unfortunate. But that's just how it is. So let's see, we have 4 white cards. We don't have that much green, so maybe we can splash that instead. We'll just play red, white, green. We will need a land or two, but Burning Tree is good. And we have 1, 2, 3 removal spells. Gaia's Anthem. Giving all my creatures +1/+1 is pretty interesting. Lawkeeper pretty good too. Giant Baiting is okay. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but I think we can try out Gaia's Anthem here. Interesting. We got a somewhat decent sideboard card, a Pyroclasm which actually looks kinda decent. It's amazing with Reckoner. It's bad with our small things, but it's kinda good with Gaia's Anthem, I guess. Korhuk Master, which is okay. I'm actually gonna take the Pyroclasm more of as a sideboard option than anything else. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures that survives Pyroclasm, and with Gaia's Anthem we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I mean, you can't always expect to have this in play before you play Pyroclasm, but we can play around that. Woolly Thoktar. Don't need to see anything else. That's a huge payoff for these decks. I would like a land or two, but not over Sunhome Guildmage though. I would take the Boros Guildgate here if the Guildmage wasn't here, but the Guildmages are just bonkers. So snap that up. Okay, so we got Magma Jet, Call of the Conclave, and Attendant Knight. I think Call of the Conclave is better than Magma Jet, for sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not looking that white though. We're gonna have white. I mean, the Voice is okay later. The Skynet Legionnaire is okay later. All the cards that we have here that are white are okay later on. I think it's worth picking up the Magma Jet instead here. Vithian Stinger. Yeah, I think that's okay too. It's not really fitting the theme, but it does pick off blockers and somewhat useful. I think I'm gonna pick up a Dynacharge. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it, but yeah. The best card for sure in the pack. Let's see. Best card for sure in the pack. But at the same time, can we play it? White will be highly taxed. I think I'd rather take the Thunderous Wrath. Okay, well now I'm gonna take one. And I guess I take Grudge because I really don't want more Shamans. Gonna take a Pitfall Trap, I guess. Rootborn Defenses. Good with Voice. Let's see. Spell. Spells. Spell. Ooh, woo! Is that worth anything? I'm not sure. Tormogoyf. Is that worth anything? It's only like 35 tickets. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Is it the best pick though? Honestly, I would probably pick Boros Guildgate now. We have enough playables, but how can you resist? How can you resist a Tarmogoyf? Really? Can we make something happen with that? Our mana is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. I mean, we don't need to play Fist of Fire and Wood. So okay, we could take a land here, or we can take Stoic Angel and try to get it work. We have no land, so we need to pick up like 4 lands now. We could take Ground Assault as well. Or a land. Stoic Angel will wreck us though, but I guess the odds that we play it is pretty low. I'm gonna take Savage Lands. I think I have to do that. Ooh, foil and a Harmonize and Battle Mage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that I really want. There is no way that all 4 cards will be gone. I'm tempted to take the Guildgate and then take the least fancy spell. I mean, the Rampager is so freaking good, so I might take it anyway. Burning Tree is also really good, but we have no good combos with it right now. Guildgate. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Gorklan Rampager. It is too good. No hits here. I'm gonna take Sky Knight Legionnaire and probably cut Fists of Ironwood. Guildgate. Don't really care. I mean, Unflinching Courage is pretty good though. Unflinching Courage is pretty good though. Screw it. Let's take the Guildgate. It's not as fun, but I think we have to prioritize lands now. Same here. I wouldn't mind Lawkeeper. I wouldn't mind Call of the Conclave. Sylvan Ranger is technically a mana fixer, so maybe that's better than a Guildgate. But then I have to cut something. I'd probably cut Treacherous Instincts. I think no. I think I can pick the gate here because it's very likely that I get another spell that is better than Treacherous Instincts anyway, so don't really want any of these. Should I take another Slaughterhorn? Sure. Pilgrim is interesting. It ramps us to 3. But at the same time, I'm not gonna cut anything now, I don't think. I mean, I would cut it for... I would play Avacyn's Pilgrim instead of Treacherous Instincts, I think, but I'd rather just take a gate now and shore up my mana. Now we pick a Sylvan Ranger and remove Treacherous Instincts. That's not a card I like, particularly. Okay, so we wield the gate and we wield the Battle Mage. Battle Mage is really good, and we have 4 lands now. This is like, you kill something and you get to destroy an artifact. Yeah, and we actually did pick up Sylvan Ranger as well. Take the Torch Runner, might be good in some matchups. So we need to cut 1 card. Primal Command doesn't look super good, but it can fetch up a Combat Trick, which is kinda good. Arachnus Web, I think makes the cut. Sure, another seal. Do we play Tarmogoyf? Probably not. We need to cut one card. I'm looking at Burning Tree because we have one card that we can play off it. I'm not sure if that's good enough. That sounds pretty bad to me. I guess we could play it on like turn 3 and play a Woolly Thoktar or something, but I don't like it very much now. I think Vithian Stinger is good. We have one late game card. We have Chaos Anthem and Primal Command, I guess, to bridge us over from mid to late game. We are not blazingly fast, but I mean we can land some decent threats and start going to town. Take the Beetle. And we got 2 Boros Guild Gates and technically 2 Gruul Guild Gates. And the Youthful Knight, okay. I think this looks pretty good. And then we have the Rampagers. I guess you can be over here. The Makas. And the Slaughterhorns as spell-like creatures. So we can play 18 creatures, but we still have 6 combat tricks. That's pretty good. We could play Thunderous Wrath, we could play Instincts, we could play another Slaughterhorn, we could play Burning Tree, we could play Dynacharge, I guess. I don't like Dynacharge too much here. I still don't like Burning Tree very much. I'm gonna cut it. I mean, Slaughterhorn is better than Rubelbelt Maka, so maybe I cut one and bring in another Slaughterhorn because it's cheaper. Yeah, that actually sounds quite alright. Another good burn spell. What do we cut? I don't really want to cut anything. I mean, the worst creature is Sylvan Ranger by far. It only fixes the mana. But that's pretty good. I think this is what I'm gonna run. And then add some basics. 4, 5, 6. Forest seems kinda low. 7 forests. Yeah, that has to be correct. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. That seems very high. 4, 5, 6 white sources. Seems somewhat high as well. If we go down to 5, that's 1 in 8. And then we can go up 1 green source. But we really... yeah, I guess. No, that's fine. Alright, let's take it for a spin and see how we fare against the other decks.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrat.